Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another Weird Wednesday video. Today, as it is almost the end of 2017, of course, we have to talk about the best and the worst horror movies of the year. Of course, this is my personal list of favorites and least favorites. So I have my laptop, you can't really see. I have my laptop right here, and I'm gonna pull up my letterbox. The only thing that's gonna be missing on here actually is Better Watch Out, which I'm saving for my Christmas Day review. So we'll see if that, a lot of people have been really liking it. So we'll see if, it causes an upset of this list here. I feel like my list is gonna be slightly different from most people's. Maybe not all of the movies, but some of them. There were definitely, in summation really quick to start it off, it was really varied year in horror. I feel like some of the past couple of years have either been like overall really good or overall really bad, and I feel like we got a real mixed bag this year. There were like a lot of kind of like surprising indie movies that came out of like nowhere, it felt like, and were just amazing. There were some pretty awful ones. There were some big letdowns. It was a roller coaster of a year, not just in for many reasons, but horror movies included. So let's go ahead and talk about my least favorite of the year. As I said in my new movie review this past Monday, which you can watch up here, I'll link it up there. My least favorite movie of the year by far was The Elf. I haven't fully read the comments yet, but I kind of see like it pops up on in the corner of my laptop screen actually, so I can kind of see like the first couple of words you guys write, and most of it is like another victim to the movie. That's what I get for trying to go into a movie blind, I don't watch anyone's review until after I've seen it, and now that I'm watching everyone's review of it, I'm like, could have saved myself 90 minutes of watching that movie. So you can watch that review there. All of these should pretty much be new movie reviews, so I will definitely link the playlist for my actually that's on my to-do list for the new year, is to divide up that playlist so it's like new movie reviews, stale movie reviews, indies, and stuff like that. But they'll all be on that playlist, so you can find them there also, because I don't think I'll have enough cards to link all the ones I'm gonna mention. But The Elf was definitely my least favorite. Also in like kind of like the bottom 5 are The Bye Bye Man, The Gracefield Incident, Rings, and Seven Witches. Yeah. So kind of in the middle of my list, like the meh movies, I have stuff like A Cure for Wellness, Phoenix Forgotten, The Babysitter, Jigsaw, Leatherface, Wish Upon, Flatliners. All of those were really meh for me. Like, I didn't hate them per se, but I also didn't, really enjoy them that much. I also have like Creep 2 and The House is October Built 2 on there. In terms of like the sequels for this year, they weren't the worst, but they were just meh. Like I would have been fine if those sequels were not made, because I really enjoyed the first. I really enjoyed the first House is October Built, and I really enjoyed the first Creep. So those were just kind of meh. I also put Mother in the middle. I didn't I reviewed it on here, and that's why I added it to my list. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a horror film, but I felt pretty meh about it. It was just one of those like you watch once and that's it. Like I wouldn't go back and watch it again. Pretty much everything in the middle that I just mentioned, like I'm not gonna watch again. XX ended up actually being like the 20th spot out of 38, which isn't too bad. It's kind of in the middle of the list. That one, hands down, is the most disappointing movie of 2017 for me. I was so excited for that, and it just let me down so hard. And there really wasn't that much hype for the movie, which is weird. Like, normally I can kind of understand if I'm disappointed because, you know, if they hype up the movie a lot and then it, you know, then I'm super excited and my expectations are way up here, but then it doesn't meet them, so it, you know, has further to fall. But so disappointed in that. Yeah, I mean, again, you can watch my review of it, but in short, it was really one interview with Karin Kusama that got me hyped for it, where she said in an interview that women have a lot to be afraid of, and so that got me excited that something like that, some things that I could relate to as a woman would be reflected in this movie through the horror lens. So I was really excited. And then 3 out of the 4, I can't hold up hands, 3 out of the 4 shorts ended up being about motherhood, which kind of just felt like coming from women, which wasn't that surprising, but it's like, I feel like we've done that already. Like, we couldn't come up with anything else that women are afraid of. We're just afraid of motherhood. That's it. That's all women are good to be afraid for. Right. So here we go. Should I just kind of like read off the top 10 really quick? Let's go for it. Number 10, I put Gerald's Game. Really liked it. It just edged out Raw. I think that's kind of one of the ones that I feel like that is not in line with everybody else. That I feel like my review of Raw is just not in line with everybody else's review of it this year. I thought it was good, I just didn't like it as much. I don't know. At number 9, we have The Ice Cream Truck, which definitely, it's 1 out of 2. I think there's only 2 like indie movies up in the top 10, and so good, like so surprising. Really enjoyed it. Number 8, this one is definitely gonna be one that no one agrees with, is It Comes at Night. I don't know, I really liked it. Number 7, I put Split. Still really enjoy that movie. James McAvoy gives a stellar performance. It's like, he just gives one of those performances in that movie that makes me mad that like Hollywood just never recognizes horror movies, because I feel like he should at least get a nomination for something for that, because it was just awesome. Just awesome. Number 6, I put The Belko Experiment. I almost forgot that this movie came out this year. I feel like it was just so early in the year that it came out, but awesome. Awesome movie. If you are bloodthirsty at all, if you really like your horror movies just to be bleeding and blood and gore and guts everywhere, The Belko Experiment is for you. If you still haven't seen it, what are you doing? Get on with it. Number 5, another one that I think is not gonna line up with most people's, is Cut, Shoot, Kill. Another indie one. I don't know, I really liked it. I don't know. I think for me, a lot of these ones that I know some of you in the comments are just getting around like, really, that's in your top 10? I think it was just for like my personal taste. The rest of the year was kind of like meh for me. So anything slightly above meh, I got really excited about. 4, again, one no one's gonna agree with, is Happy Death Day. Again, I really liked it. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I really liked the character of Tree. I really felt like this year she was one of the best female horror protagonists, not only that we've had this year, but that we've had in a while. I really liked her character. 3, I went with Cult of Chucky. I don't know, I really like that one too. Like, for me, like in terms of all the sequels we got this year, which we got a lot actually. Let's see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Okay, maybe only 6. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot though. That was one, it was really good. I don't know. Again, I liked it. I liked the look of it. Like visually, I liked where the story took it. I think they opened the door for Chucky to go on for a really long time in the movies, so that's always good. I feel like my top 2 are not going to be all that surprising. I just feel like these films are going to definitely be in most people's top 5 of this year. Not only horror films, but probably just films in general. 2 is Get Out, obviously. From the minute, I mean, this came out in February, the beginning of the year, and I feel like from the moment we all saw it, we all just knew that this was going to be one of the best movies of the year, hands down. And I really hope it gets recognition. I really hope it gets recognition when award season comes around. And of course, number 1 is It. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And I mean, I will admit that it mostly got up there because of just like the nostalgia. I think that everyone felt like it's just one of those, makes us all feel like a kid again in good and bad ways, you know, like their camaraderie, you know, reminds you of your friends when you were younger, and just being afraid in general. Like as a kid, we were afraid of everything. So I feel like it just hits you in all the right spots, in the feels. Again, and that's another one that I'm hoping is gonna get recognized when award season comes around. I feel like it and Get Out are definitely at least gonna get nominated. I'll be happy with at least nominations, because that's a step. I don't even think a horror movie has been acknowledged in any capacity since Silence of the Lambs. So we will see. Yeah, so that's 2017. Yeah, what a year. There are ones on my list that I didn't talk about because there's 38 movies. I feel like I watched way more movies, but that's also because I watched a lot of older movies that didn't come out this year. So the link to my Letterboxd page is in the description box, so you can go there and see the list for yourself, my list for yourself. And if you have a Letterboxd and I don't already follow you or anything like that, please share like the link or share your Letterboxd name or something in the comments if you have your list of your favorite, if you have your ranking of 2017 horror films on there. I would love to see it. And if you don't, just let me know like what your top 3 and bottom 3 were, or top 5 and bottom 5 of the year were. Yeah. And if not, I definitely recommend you getting a Letterboxd, even though I'm crap at keeping it updated. It is really nice too, because I would have forgotten about like 75% of these movies if I would just like went in and tried to make my list like from scratch. Like Letterboxd really helps to kind of keep everything organized, and you can go back and be like, oh yeah, that movie did come out this year, like the Belko Experiment, stuff like that. Yeah, and get ready, next Weird Wednesday I'm going to be talking about all the horror movies that are coming to us in 2018. So let me know what you're most looking forward to in 2018 in the comments also, because a lot of you guys, like every time I put up that video, I always do it at the end of the year or like first thing in the beginning of the new year, like what horror movies are coming in the year, and then you guys always mention ones that like I completely missed, like I didn't see anything about them. So let me know what you're most excited for. So if I'm missing any, I already have my list ready for the video, but so I can add to it if I need to. Yeah, you can find me at all the social media places in the description box. You can find me on my blog at nightmaremaven.com. Right now is a kind of like lifestyle-y kind of post. I'm talking about all my New Year's resolutions. Obviously, I kind of talk about my personal resolutions and the resolutions I have for this channel for the new year. So go over and check that out if you want. You can also find me as a contributing writer at morbidlybeautiful.com. Right now, my review of Live Evil is up, so you can go check that out if you want. It's a horror comedy movie. I highly suggest you go read the review. Not just because I wrote it, but you know, because I wrote it. You can also find me at patreon.com/nightmaremaven if you want to support the channel. Hey, there's always room for more creepy patron peeps, so if that's something you want to do in the new year, who am I to stop ya? That sounded really conceited. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a creepy peep today. I post videos Monday through Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye!